This here is a soccer resistance training program for the in-season. One thing I wanted to make clear before I start with the in-season. The off-season, guys, is the best opportunity for our soccer athletes to build a solid foundation of muscle and strength, since it is the only time of year no sport activity is performed. So these guys are really going to have a great opportunity to build muscle force output or muscular strength and other training qualities in the off season, in the out of season. The soccer players, man, their bodies have such a high demand for energy that they need to be aware of any overuse energy, or like I mentioned before, or any dehydration, because they're constantly on the move. And like I said, their bodies it takes a lot for a soccer player. And the additional endurance was performed on Monday, as you can see, for my in-season soccer program, because I wanted to get some steady state continuous running. And these guys need to be way more conditioned as we see the season going further and further. The in-season, the athletes need to use more general training, and to some extent the in-season and the off-season will kind of look similar at some point, but highly specific training must be incorporated in the athlete if you want to have an absolute peak condition. So to some extent, they're kind of the same, the in-season and the off-season, but they're not, because they're pretty specific. For Monday, I have scrimmage day field work. For Tuesday, I have the low intensity lower body. For Wednesday, light intensity cardio, or a rest day if those guys have a game. They'll know. And Thursday, the low intensity upper body. And then for Friday, we have medium intensity lower body, game day, no lift. For the game on Saturday, change to lower intensity. So as you can see, it says medium intensity lower body, but they'll change that accordingly. They will. So Monday, you have for the warm-up buddy passes, 20 yards, 10 minutes. This focuses on the athlete's agility and accurate passes. You want some low-high goal shots, 15 reps each. The exercise 3 suicide drill, 3 reps each, 40-yard sprints with a 10 push-up and repeat. So these guys are professional soccer players, and I'm holding them to a certain standard, and I expect them to follow through with these exercises because, that's just how it goes. These guys are going to train day in and day out, and I tell you what, it's not going to be for less than 2 hours a day. And that's included with the skilled practice. So for the main lift for exercise 2, exercise 1 is change direction drill, 3 sets of 10. That's plant foot and strike the ball. Exercise 2, ladder drill, 3 sets of 10. Focuses on footwork and body control. And then for the exercise 3, I got rest, because as you can see, the following thing is scrimmage for 1 hour. And that's at 100% intensity. Those guys are going to go all out. For the cool down, they have a rest because it's following a scrimmage. Then they have for exercise 2, a half-mile walk. And then the reclining butterfly pose, 2.5 minutes. They're going to breathe and hydrate properly after that. For Tuesday, I have the low intensity lower body. Exercise 1 is planks, 3 sets, 45 seconds. Shoulder blades spread, hands apart. As you can see, I have stuff in the notes to lead these guys in the right direction. You have the reverse lunges, back squats, and deadlift for the main lift, as you can see. So for the main lift on Tuesday, the back squats, 3 sets of 8, 30 seconds, 70% intensity. They're going to work on some muscle force output and some muscular strength they're going to build. 4 sets of 12 for the reverse lunges, which aren't as demanding as forward lunges or side lunges. Exercise 3 is deadlift, 3 sets of 12, 1 minute, 60%. Accessory lift, side lunge, 3 sets of 12, 50%. Lateral step, abdominal roller exercise, 3 sets of 10. Side planks. A lot of this is working on the athlete's core, helping them build a solid foundation. So when these athletes are on the field, they're not easily pushed around, or their core is reactant and coordinating with their body at the right moment. You have for the cool down, bear crawl, a glute stretch, and then throw-ins. That's a sideline soccer ball throw-in. As you guys know, the program needs to be tailored to the athlete's protocol. So for Wednesday, we have light intensity cardio, rest day. If not, it's a cool down if game day. Warm up is a skilled goal kick, 20 minutes, and these guys are going to work on some goal kicks. Exercise 2, lateral shuffle passes. They're going to focus on some footwork. Static stretch for 10 minutes right after that, and then they don't have anything because it's technically a rest day, or they're in season, so I don't want to overwork these gentlemen. And then the accessory lift is a tall knee pile off press, 3 sets of 30 seconds, targeting anti-rotary muscles all in the core and along the spinal erectae. The cool down for the jog, 1 mile, cardiorespiratory fitness, keeping heart rate elevated. We're going for a walk, and then the jog. Not required if there's a game, clearly, but that those warm-ups are required if there is game day at a lighter intensity. The warm-up for Thursday is the Thursday is low intensity upper body. So as you'll see, I want to incorporate different methods like maximal strength, training, endurance, conditioning, and general strength. So for the main lift, there's dumbbell bench, kettlebell press, and lateral shoulder raise. We're targeting multiple muscles at once. And then for the warm-up, I have front and deltoid raise, skull crusher, external shoulder rotation. The accessory lift is the pull-ups, bent over fly, and the ball shuffle. And as you can see, I have the intensities lined in there, and then I tell you how specific I want it. So for the cool down, a negative declining push-up, shoulder mobility, 4 sets, 30 seconds, and then the core flutter kicks. A lot of that work in some plyometrics types of sets. So we're getting that athlete's core ready, man. So for Friday, we got medium intensity, lower body, game day, no lift. I want to make that clear. If there's a game day, there's no lift. If there is a game on the following day of Friday, so Saturday if there's a game day, you change this to lower intensity. But if there were no game day on Saturday, then you would just do a medium intensity Friday lower body. Warm up exercise 1 is dynamic flexibility stretch, 30 minutes, focuses on heart rate elevation. Exercise 2 is a jump rope, 100 reps. If there is a medium intensity, low intensity is 50 reps, focuses on the heart rate elevation, like I said. Jumping air squats to work on some plyometrics. It's a jumping exercise. It's going to help with the slower stretch, shortening cycle, like I said before. It's going to emphasize some muscle force output. The single leg RDL as well. The hyperextensions, working lower back, some of the spine erectae muscles, a lot of the core, posterior and anterior. The medicine ball slam, that's going to work some explosiveness. And then the accessory lift, you have rest, a glute bridge, single leg, and then medicine ball Russian twist. For the cool down, reclining butterfly pose, that's going to help with breathing and just really cooling the athlete down and bringing his heart rate down as they get a minute to stretch and lay down and relax, but they're still doing some of a light intensity. Then for exercise 2, it's a bird dog, 2 to 5 minutes, and then lunge static holds. That's a good one. Thanks, guys.